Definitely, we're this week in practice. We've been doing a lot of fundamental stuff. Going back to boards, just working on putting your face in there, coming off striking blocks on the offensive line and defensive line. So it's definitely been a good week of practice as far as just going back to the fundamentals.
Is there just that extra buzz in the air when you guys have that prime time game, kind of the national spotlight? Last week it was on ABC. This week it's a Thursday night game.
Coach Jimbo just tells us another game is another game. Our opponent has no face, no disrespect to them, but it's just another game. You got to stay even, Steven. Don't get too high with the highs or too low with the lows. It's another game. We go out there and play Florida State football.
What have you learned about Louisville so far?
They're a big physical team. They're going to come in and give us our best game. They're going to give us our A game, their A game, and we just got to be prepared.
It seems like for the first time, I'm not going to say all season, but for a while, you got a quarterback back there who's not typically a runner. Does that kind of change things? Is that kind of a sigh of relief that you might not be chasing a guy around all game?
Definitely. It just means that we got to be more disciplined on the D-line to start and definitely in the secondary. So we just got to go out there and play Florida State football, man, and do our assignments and don't get out of our lanes and our rush lanes and things like that.
Last week, Notre Dame had a lot of those third and short situations. How important is it to win first and second down and create some of those third and long chances?
It's definitely big to win those first and second downs. When you push them back and you put them back in third and long and things like that, it kind of makes it harder for the offensive coach to call plays. So they only, they can only pick a couple plays, passing plays, majority. But when you let them get third and short, they can always switch it up and do short runs or screens and things like that.
It seems like those young guys, every week we talk about them stepping up. Is this the point of the season where you kind of take away that freshman label and you kind of expect them to go out there and make the right plays?
Definitely. We were in the meeting room, in Coach Sal's meeting room, and Coach Sal looked at Pugh and Jacob and Lorenzo and all those guys and said, "You're no longer freshmen anymore. You're going in there and we're counting on you. When some people go down, we need you to step in and fill the gap."
23 straight wins for this team. Is that something you take pride in?
Definitely, man. It's definitely just getting back to how Florida State was back in the 90s, just trying to be dominant. That's what we talked about this year in the beginning, that we want to be dominant and we want to continue to win.